e-IRG is that it is an entity that has a mission to pave the way towards the European e-infrastructure that is open and innovative and that really can provide resources for the researchers that need them. And we work also now close together with ESFRI, looking at their needs for e-infrastructure, but also with other researchers and research infrastructures that are in need of these resources. We have produced a number of documents, for example the recent white paper with concrete recommendations looking at how to implement European e-infrastructure commons. So I would just like to give a very quick summary of 4 successful days here in Athens, where we have had the e-IRG delegates meeting, we have had a joint meeting with e-IRG and ESFRI, and also the ICRI conference. So let me start by saying something about the e-IRG meeting. There we discussed the e-infrastructure commons and also different aspects of this. We tried to get forward in the discussion towards facilitating the implementation of the infrastructure commons. And we appointed a working group with basically 2 tasks. One task is to facilitate the implementation by having a group of members from different areas in e-infrastructure and looking into how this could be coordinated. Another task for this group is also to provide input for the Horizon 2020 work program for the Commission. We continued the discussion and discussed progress in the sense of producing new white papers and roadmaps, and there we thought that it is important now to take immediate action on certain issues, to produce a new white paper where we have concrete recommendations on issues related to the needs of ESFRI and other large infrastructures. So that's the main conclusions from the e-IRG delegates meeting. The joint ESFRI e-IRG meeting was a very successful event, very positive discussions. From the e-IRG side, we presented a working group consisting of the different members of the different e-IRG members of the ESFRI strategic working groups and other working groups in ESFRI. So now we have in total 7 different e-IRG delegates appointed to working groups in ESFRI. So what we did from the e-IRG side at the delegates meeting of e-IRG was to put these people together in an overarching e-IRG ESFRI working group. And this group will now work with issues related to e-infrastructure. It will present its findings to e-IRG, and it could also present its finding to ESFRI in the future if wanted by ESFRI. For example, in the processes of evaluation of e-infrastructure, how e-infrastructure should be discussed in ESFRI. And then, of course, we have had the ICRI conference, which has been also very successful and a big event. So the next major things that now comes up for e-IRG, that's the workshop, the open workshop here in Athens again in June, and also the e-IRG delegates meeting in June connected to the workshop. And what we will do there is that we will continue again this active discussion on the infrastructure commons and also more work towards needs of the ESFRI projects.